We've been talking about how you can grow your business through understanding the three most important numbers in business. And those numbers are your lifetime value, your cost to acquire a customer, and last but not least, probably the most important, is your profit. Now, all of the numbers that go into creating these three most important numbers unto themselves are actual levers to profitability or having the ability to pay more in a rising environment of CPMs, especially in digital marketing, to acquire a customer. And that is your cost to acquire a customer, otherwise known as your CAC. Let's give you some examples here. Now, Twitter is actually a pretty good example right now because Elon Musk, even with a $41 billion acquisition of Twitter, is using these same levers that you as a business owner can use in order to make your company more profitable or to be able to pay more to acquire a customer. So for example, lifetime value, he's trying to add on some kind of continuity for the blue check mark as being a verified Twitter user. He's also using his fame in which to potentially acquire more customers, more users of the Twitter platform, and maybe even other advertisers who quite a few at this point in time have started to leave the platform. Both of those levers right there will help him to decrease his refunds, which is in essence the loss of advertising revenue that he may be experiencing right now based upon his recent buyout of the company. Now, one of the other things that's being done inside Twitter is reducing overhead. Now, overhead might be, your payroll. In this case, he's actually looking at decreasing the workforce by up to 50%. That's another lever that you can use in which to make your company more profitable. And one of the other things that he's doing is reducing his cost of goods sold, which is the cost of his servers as well as some of his cloud services, which is part of the delivery of the service itself on Twitter. Now, this is for a $41 billion company at this point, over what his value is to the investors in Wall Street, but you as an individual business owner can use the same levers. In fact, I was just talking to a neighbor of mine where she actually has a very high cost of goods sold to average order value or lifetime value as a 3-to-1 margin. In essence, it costs her $3 for every $10 customer. Now, one of the ways in which she can actually use the same levers that Twitter used is by reducing her cost of goods sold. In her particular case, she has a women's apparel business, and what she's now doing after talking with us is going out and finding additional or diversified suppliers for the same products, the same raw materials that she uses in her products. So at this point, she actually has 2 other suppliers that are now bidding on her business and may be able to reduce her cost of goods sold, which directly either drops down to her profitability if she can reduce that cost of goods sold, or it can be pumped back into her cost to acquire a customer by affording her the luxury of being able to pay more to acquire a customer, which, as you might know from previous videos, the law of inverse profitability states that as you scale as a business, typically your profitability will decrease because your cost to acquire a customer, in most cases, all things being equal, will rise as you scale. So these are really important levers for you to use as a business. Now, we actually spoke with another customer that has similar types of cost of goods sold challenges. They're actually at a 10-to-1 margin. And what they're doing is they're actually going out and potentially manufacturing the product themselves as opposed to relying on a single source supplier through what's known as a proprietary formula for their particular hair care products. So there's lots of things you can do here that if you can reduce those costs, whether it's cost of goods sold, whether it's potentially laying off staff, which is what Elon Musk is doing. Obviously, this is going to be something that you're going to have to manage as a business owner. Or maybe it's just reducing your refunds of people who actually want their money back by providing better customer service or a better post-purchase experience. All of these are individual levers which allow you as a business owner to either gain more profit, or that profit can be pumped back into your cost to acquire a customer, so you can remain competitive as you scale and grow by increasing your ability to pay more to acquire a customer. So all of these individual levers you can use as a business owner, and I highly encourage you to look at your numbers, talk to your financial planner or your CFO or maybe your controller, and look at ways in which you can potentially leverage all these individual parts or components to your financial picture to ultimately scale and grow. So if you have questions, comments, confessions, concerns, leave a comment in the comments section below. We'd love to know what you think and how you can potentially use marketing math like this to scale and grow your business.